Good evening, everyone. My name is Nancy Sanchez. I'm doing this course for Materias Design for Virtual Environments. This is the tax 3. I'm going to talk about English language teaching materials. You have appropriate instructions. So, in order to start this contest, okay, I'm going to say that when teachers have materials with instructions that are provided for other teachers who made useful materials and tutors assume that those materials are preferred for the current topic, most of them fail with those materials due to the target language. Instructions should be clear, but frequently, brilliant resources fail in their pedagogical realization because of a lack of simplicity in the instructions. For the instructions to be effective, they should be written in an appropriate language for the target learners, and the use of the correct meta-language can assist with making instruction more concise and efficient. Now, in order to do this work, I'll show past tense. So it means that at the end of the lesson, learner will be able to use past tense to talk about activities they did. Here I'm going to show you how we are going to work with this. At the beginning I did this index, which in this space you can find a list of links where you can practice about simple past. So what I do over here, this is the part when students, they can go, for example, if they want to practice, they can fill up the gaps, or they could have the list of irregular verbs. In the same page, they have the irregular verbs as well. If they don't understand something about grammar, they can go to the grammar practice. If they need to know how the pronunciation will be, and then they can do the intonation practice. If they want to practice about something that is interactive activities, and then they can go to the interactive activities part, as you can see over here. This part is very interesting. Now, let's see the other part. So we're going to start with our presentation. We are going to talk about past tense. So how about past tense? What is that? We use the past tense to talk about activity we did in the past. It means finished actions. So for this, we have to use some verbs that in past, to have the past, they finish in ed. And those are called regular verbs. And those that have different past, and those are called irregular verbs because they have their own past. So as you can see over here, the timeline, quite present, past, present, future. But as you can see over here, the complete activity is between the present and past. So everything has passed. So they are finished actions. Okay? So we have to have that in mind. Now, this explanation, this is practically the grammar, the explanation about regular and irregular verbs. So some verbs, as I said before, they have irregular past, like swim. So it totally changed. So swim, and the past is swam. And then we have over here dance, that we only have to add the D in order to give the past. So then danced. Some verbs, the pronunciation will be like T at the end to give the past. Danced. And in this case, read is the same verb, but the pronunciation is coming to read. So I say in present, I say I read a book. In past, I'm going to say I read a book. For this activity that I present over here, so as you can see, we have go. The past of go is went. So and then for the activities that have to be like the complement of a noun, and then we say, I'm not going to say I go swimming, but I'm going to say I went swimming. I went dancing. I went camping. So to clarify this part, it's going to be good if we go to the first part of the presentation, and then you can see some links to practice, to have like more explanation about how this is going to be. It's quite interesting. Now, let's try to do an activity over here. We're going to see the new language formula. Okay, over here we say, simple past tense, which is pasado simple. Modo afirmativo is over here in Spanish, but then you can see I played, as I said before, in order to give the past. So you see, to say I played. But then for this, we have to use some time expressions. The most common time expression will be last night, last Saturday, last week, last month, last year. Yesterday, yesterday in the morning, yesterday in the afternoon, yesterday in the evening. And then But we can say also yesterday and night. Be careful, no? Not in the but at. Okay. So now let's see. So we have over here the affirmative part, how to build up a sentence that is affirmative. I played, you played, he played. It's important to see that the whole personal pronouns go with the same past. So it doesn't matter to think about if it's third person or first person or like we think it's present. No, this is easier because we have over here the past, so we don't have to think about that. The past is the same thing for all the personal pronouns. In the interrogative part, and then it changes. Like we have to add the auxiliary. Did I play? Did you play? Did he play? Did she play? As you can see, everything is going to be repeating. So the only thing you have to do is follow the pattern over here, and then you can build any sentence in present, in past, in affirmative, or interrogative. And over here we have the negative weight. So I did not play. So now we have the verb playing. Over here, this is the verb has to be in present. Why? Because the auxiliary is here. When the auxiliary is in the sentence, the verb doesn't have to have past. This is why the auxiliary is there. So I did not play. You can also say I didn't play. He didn't play. She didn't play. He didn't play. Okay, as you can see. And also we have also the translation over here, just in case that probably you have any problem with it. Now, let's see. In order to have the things that I just said, so we're going to have the practice. So what are you going to do? It's simple. If I'm talking about like instructions that have to be clear, so I might say, student, get a notebook and write the correct verb in the past according to the picture. Then write affirmative and negative sentence for each picture. For example, I have done this first one. So as you can see over here, this is the verb write. So the past of the verb write is wrote. Remember, you can find the whole past of the verb in the first link. Now we have the list of verbs for regular or for irregular verbs. And then I give you an example. My brother wrote me a letter. So over here the verb is in past. The past of write is wrote. Because it's affirmative, I say my brother wrote me a letter. Now in the negative sentence, I'm going to say my brother didn't write me a poem. So I'm saying that what he did, he wrote me a letter, but he didn't write me a poem. It's different to say letter than poem. A letter probably to tell me something. A poem in order to be something romantic or something inspired or something. Okay? So and then let's take into account that over here the verb is in present. And then because the auxiliary is here. And this is negative, no? And I did not write my brother didn't write me a poem. And then my brother wrote me a letter. Yes? So in order to say in the affirmative part, he wrote me a letter, and the negative part, he didn't write me a poem. And then over here we have some different pictures. So you can see, this is the verb sleep. And then what you students have to do is get this verb sleep and then see what is the past. And then they're going to do the same thing. Sleep, and what is the past of sleep? Probably you will find slept. And then you can say, my brother slept all afternoon, in order to use the time expression that I mentioned before. Okay? After this homework and after this practice that we are doing over here in class, so you have something to do at home. Okay? So what are you going to do? If this is going to be an individual activity, you have to prepare a PowerPoint presentation in which you should talk about your last vacations. Use as many verbs in past as possible and include pictures to show what you did. You can get pictures from the internet. Okay, people. So I hope this tutorial has become useful because it's I did it as practical as I could, and I expect that you have like a lot of advantage of it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night.